Hi everyone, meteorologist Chad Evans here with a look at your daily weather forecast video, sponsored always by Trent Johnson State Farm. TrendIsMyAgent.com. This is a Saturday edition with winter weather. Again, another clipper coming through, accumulating snowfall. This snow is sticking well because it's so cold, and it's also blown around a little bit as well. Due to a little more wind, and also it's very fluffy and dry in nature, so it'll be more apt to blow around today, tonight, and into tomorrow morning. And with this one, there's a lot of dangerous cold too. We've already got wind chills running anywhere from about 5 below zero to about 5 above outside. They're going to keep dropping this afternoon and really tank by tomorrow morning. This snow, though, tapering for the most part by 10 p.m. tonight. But once we get through all this cold and we get through some blowing and drifting on Monday, much warmer, big thaw, big melt, and rainfall is in the forecast. But it's cold today, 17 Kokomo. Good day to just sit inside and watch the Purdue game that'll be up this afternoon at Mackey Arena. 9 at Lake Village. It's 11 at Round Grove, and it's 15 at Thorntown. And we see the road conditions with the snow. This is Sagamore Parkway in West Lafayette, covered for the most part, and Interstate 74 very icy right now at Crawfordsville as snow overspreads the area. National Weather Service upgraded us to a winter storm warning for Tippecanoe, Warren, Fountain, Montgomery. We're to Clinton, also Tipton County, and Boone County, Park Vermilion counties, all under that warning, and then winter weather advisories for our northern counties, except for Fulton and Pulaski County. But regardless, no matter where you go, you're going to have slippery travel today and into tonight and tomorrow morning. There is the accumulating snow. These are the projected totals via the HRRR model, and there's some pretty good banding of the snow right through here, and that's where the highest totals will be. 5 to 8 inches from Covington and Attica, here to Thorntown, Crawfordsville, Ladoga, back to Kingman, and also Petersburg. Frankfort kind of right on the edge, Sheridan's kind of right on the edge. There's Lebanon, and also Advance would be here. Greater Lafayette area, it's going to be pretty close to 5 because you can see you're kind of straddling the 3 to 5 to 5 to 8. So it may be a little bit more than 5 down towards Romney and Linden, whereas, say, at Battleground, it may be more like a 4.5 sort of thing. 3.5 3 to 5 at Brookston, Deer Creek, all the way here to the Grissom Air Reserve Base, Roucheville, Flora, all the way to Cutler, and then westward to Templeton, Fowler, Ambia, and also up around Kentland. Now, once you get to Monon in Royal Center, 12 Mile, the Mexico, Chili, Denver area, all the way to Rochester, Athens, Winnemac, Maderryville, Francisville, and then over to Lake Village, Enos, and Roselawn. That's a 1 to 3 inch snow. That's how this is all kind of shaping up, but it'll blow around regardless of amount, whether it's 1 inch or 1.5 inches, or it's, say, 6 or 7 inches. There is the clipper zipping through. The speed is pretty quickly, but the efficient nature and of the snow crystal making and the snowfall rates should still provide a fairly fluffy 5 to 8, 3 to 5, and 1 to 3, no matter where you are in the forecast area. Then this zips through. You see the wind cranking up. Notice those tight isobars, those black lines. That is a pretty stiff northwest wind blowing this evening, tonight, tomorrow morning. So dangerous wind chills and the blowing and drifting snow. And they're still pretty tight tomorrow, though they widen tomorrow late in the afternoon, indicating the wind will decrease. And there will be some lake effect snow showers. They put down an additional dusting here in parts of Pulaski, Fulton, maybe northern Miami for a time tomorrow. Otherwise, it's sunshine with some clouds, more clouds in the northeast due to lake influence. Then we have blowing and drifting issues Monday. So there's a clipper that's going to be passing north of us. You see this little bit of snow. Wouldn't surprise me if we get a couple snow showers in the far northeast Monday. Otherwise, these lines tighten up again, but the wind will be from the southwest, so it will start to warm up, but this is going to bring blowing and drifting snow on Monday, as winds will be quite gusty during the afternoon. And it's still quite gusty into Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we start to get some showers in here with much warmer weather, and there will be multiple systems with some showers pretty much from midweek right up to Christmas. And it's not out of the question towards Christmas, we may even have a little bit of thunder. And I do think the risk of getting some severe weather will actually go up for the southern part of the U.S., like Tennessee, Mississippi, Texas. This zone here, not only late next week, but right into Christmas as well, and before New Year's as the warmth dominates. Complete pattern flip. The cold disperses. Now, there'll be a few cold fronts that come through and cool us back a hair, but it's not like it's going to get brutally cold again until we get into January. But that cold will be coming. It's upstream, right up here, and that's the cold that'll be dropping. We'll have one little bit of cold that comes in early January with a clipper system with some snow, and then this brutal cold with the polar vortex comes in mid-January. Temperatures way below normal, brutal cold, dangerous cold, and some significant snow may be laid down as well in our area. And again, I still think we may very well have two of these little polar vortex events. Again, mid-January, albeit brief, and then another one very end of January to early February. And those two periods may be the coldest of the winter, as some places get down to 20 below zero here, actual air temperature. But between those two rounds of the polar vortex type cold, the cold retreats and we'll have a warm up. The problem is between mid and the very end of January, in that warm spell, ice jam risk will increase because with all that cold, a lot of the streams will be freezing up. Then we're going to get melt, then we're going to get rain, and you jam up the ice on some creeks and streams in the area. To date, though, there's the snow, and there are the falling temperatures, and there's the wind picking up as well, with wind chills dropping. Again, 10 below to 4 below zero wind chills by later on today, and temperatures at 3 running from single digits pretty much along and north of Highway 18 to 10 to about 17 south of Highway 18. Tonight down to 5 below zero. The snow ends, a few lake effect snow showers in the far northeast, but look at those winds, sustained at 15, gusts 26 to 35, and a low of 5 below zero. So your wind chills are going to be dropping to 27 below to 15 below zero over the area. 3 below zero for the low at Wheatfield to 6 below at Frankfort. Regardless, everybody's going to be brutally cold and everybody's going to have the dangerous wind chills late tonight, tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, high of only 8. You lake effect snow showers in the northeast for a time. At least the winds begin to relax in the afternoon, but we keep those rough wind chills right up to midday. And even in the afternoon, they're still running about 10, 12 below to 4 below zero, with highs anywhere from 6 to 11 area-wide. Then we get the wind on Monday with blowing and drifting and 24. But it's 6 below zero for a low in the morning. We just don't have as much wind, which is good. 35 on Wednesday, breezy. 46 or 35 Tuesday, 46 Wednesday, 50 on Thursday, a few showers late. Showers Friday, cold front goes through, 52 then falling. A little cooler Saturday, but still not that bad. Still a little above normal, 41. And then we're in the 40s and 50s with some additional off and on rainfall potential Sunday through Tuesday. Next, a week from this Sunday through this upcoming Tuesday. And I think ever closer to Christmas, the risk of even getting a little thunder and some places getting to 60, 62 degrees even will increase.